Hey everyone, welcome to this fourth stimulus package update for today. And we have some news coming out of Washington regarding what's coming up this summer, specifically that child tax credit, the money that parents were supposed to get on a monthly basis that's already been passed in that third stimulus package. I have some news today about why those checks might not be monthly anymore. And yet there's even more people urging Joe Biden to give more stimulus checks with this fourth stimulus package. However, Joe Biden said as he's continually said, he wants the fourth stimulus package to be a bipartisan effort. He gave them their shot, and Republicans responded with a proposal of their own. I'm going to talk about what's in it and the likelihood that any of that might go through. And yet there's another group calling for Joe Biden to include a fourth and possibly a fifth stimulus check in this upcoming package. Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome to the Late Night Grind. And right now on this channel, I am covering stimulus package updates as well as investment market news, cryptocurrency news, and personal finance issues. And if any of those topics interest you and you're new to the channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to tap the bell notification icon. That way YouTube will actually notify you when I release a new video. And if you're feeling generous this morning, I'd appreciate a thumbs up on this video. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and it helps YouTube to show this video to other audiences. All right, guys, I like to keep these videos short and sweet, so let's get right into it. All right, so first up on this child tax credit, this monthly stimulus check essentially for children that was passed in the third stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan. We've actually heard just the other day that these payments may not be monthly now. Because the IRS is so far underwater and supposedly they're understaffed, which is kind of strange because last time I checked, the unemployment rate is still a lot higher than it was the other year. There should be plenty of people looking for work. They said monthly checks might not be a possibility. So what they're proposing is actually sending out half of the child tax credit in 3 payments, one in July, one in October, and one in December. And then what'll happen is you'll get the other half of that child tax credit back when you do your 2021 taxes. As a parent, I'm going to be keeping updated on this as best I can, and as soon as I get new developments, I'm definitely going to make some new videos for you guys as well. So you can start doing the math in terms of how many children you have and what the payments would be. So if you have a child where you are under the age of 6, which would essentially qualify for about a $300 per month payment from July to December. Basically, right now, what we'd be looking at is instead of $300 a month, you would essentially be getting a $600 check in July, $600 in October, and $600 in December. Basically, IRS's way of saving a little bit of time. All right, so regarding this fourth stimulus package, there's actually a nonprofit. There's a new nonprofit called the Economic Security Project that's been urging the Biden administration for a fourth and possibly a fifth stimulus package. And if you look up who they are, it's really not shocking. It's basically the same group of people that have been calling for universal basic income, higher taxes to pay for it, a lot of social spending, and of course increase in the minimum wage. So basically the people that just want to continue to spend money. Now why they want to do this is they claim that because of these stimulus packages, approximately 12 million of the 16 million people living in poverty have been lifted out of poverty, but only temporarily. And they argue that a fourth stimulus check could lift the remaining 80% of those people out of poverty as well. But again, that's just temporary. So it's not shocking that a nonprofit like that has been pushing for stimulus checks. In some of their cases, they've been pushing for monthly stimulus checks, but without really considering the costs. They want to raise taxes. They're really not concerned with anything with inflation, the devaluation of the dollar, which by the way has tanked recently, not only against some foreign fiat, but also against things like Bitcoin and crypto. The buying power just got less and less. If you haven't noticed, housing prices are sky high, stock market's doing incredibly well, and the signs of inflation are really starting to crack in. And finally, the Republicans are now, at least Joe Biden's attempting to include them in the formulation of this fourth stimulus package, the Build Back Better plan, the infrastructure plan. So the Republicans took a crack at it and came back with kind of a modified proposal. Basically, instead of a $4 trillion plan, they said, I think we can do it for about $800 billion. What they included were basically things that need physical upgrades, roads, bridges, airports, and even some for the technology sector. But it excluded a lot of things that the Biden administration says they want to include in their overall Part 1 and Part 2, which they say includes things like elder care and some increase in economic security for the poor and the elderly. Now, if you kind of read into that, that to me kind of sounds like Social Security benefits could be going up. We could be seeing more stimulus. We're going to have to see. Now, they may include some of the ideas from the Republican plan. highly unlikely that they're actually going to go with that because it's less than half of what the Biden administration has proposed and wants to spend. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of those other topics that I mentioned before, cryptocurrency news, investment markets, personal finance, you'll definitely want to check out some of these other videos. And gonna have another one coming out about the crypto news, the flash crash that just happened to Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency world. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.